Hey, Libra, let's go ahead and get started with a love reading for you. We've already got cards flying out the deck. Let's go ahead and see what they have to say. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. Okay. Next card we have out is transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. And then we have, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Bottom of the deck, we have passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. All right, let's see what that has to... Okay, wow, Libra, retreat. The time is, it's time to disconnect from the world. You need to take a step back from relationships for the time being, or maybe you have taken a step back from a relationship. All right, we've got, bottom or card flew out, unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So you could have walked away from a relationship that just didn't have what you needed, okay? Next card out, release your ex. It says the time has come to clear your energy. 3 cards of like walking away, not enough attraction. Spirit, please show me Libra. What else do we have for my Libras? Spirit, please show me Libra. What do we got here? Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you now. And one more card for my Libras. We got trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Bottom of the deck, separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Okay, pretty self-explanatory there, Libra. I feel like you separated from somebody that there was just not, the feelings weren't mutual, okay? And I feel like you are needing to go through a release, okay? Going through a major release from whatever patterns of relationships that you are in, okay? Working through your trust issues, that's a really big one for my Libras, is trust issues. Making sure that you can trust your partner and making sure that you are, walking away from anybody who is not making a valued effort on your behalf, okay? Also, it's saying very soon you need to clearly decide what you want. If you're in a relationship with somebody that there is an unrequited love where you just are not attracted to this individual, there needs to be a separation. And maybe you're trying to stay separate from this person so you can decide on what it is that you want. I feel like you also, there's trust issues between you and another party, okay? Whoever, I feel like this is an ex. You might be dealing with a few different people is what I'm kind of getting. You could be dealing with somebody in a relationship, then you're dealing with someone else, and then you're still dealing with an ex, okay? Let's see what this has to say for my Libras. Libra, what do we got here? Temptation, yep. Think carefully about the situation. You're going to be tempted to reach out, or someone is tempted to reach out to you, but that's all this is a temptation, okay? If this, again, don't put your heart on the line for somebody who's not going to put their heart on the line for you. Spirit, please show me Libras, because it's really important with Libra. You guys rule the scales of justice, right? And so there has to be balance when it comes to the relationship, balance of give and take, Otherwise, it's just not going to work out. And then we have surprise. And it says you may be about to be surprised. That card sounded weird. And then we have soul. Your soul is preparing to reconnect, trust in the process, okay? So you could be, I was going to say you're reconnecting from someone from a past life here. We do have past lives. It says we reunite with our loved ones over and over again through many different lives. So I feel like Libra, you guys are kind of going through like a breakup, a separation. I am seeing a grieving process. When I look at this card here, she's laying in bed and she is grieving the loss of someone. So I do feel like be very mindful, because sometimes when we're grieving the loss of one person, we can tend to put ourselves in different situations that we normally wouldn't put ourselves in just because of that grief and sadness, and it's almost just to distract ourselves from what it is that we're going through. But now that we are in Cancer season and Cancer squares you, Libra, you kind of need to spend some time really feeling your emotions. Okay. That's one thing that Libra has a really tough time doing, is actually feeling their emotions. And I think once Saturn went through Aquarius, it was telling you that it was time for you to get real serious about your emotions. Okay. And it's funny because my air signs, as much as Libra rules relationships, they can be very detached when it comes to relationships as well. So be mindful of that, because I do feel like that's kind of something that I am seeing here. There is a transformation when it comes to the way that you love and the way that you give. It's giving and receiving love. Okay. But at the end of the day, I do feel like you need to decide, like, what is best for my Libras? What is best for you? Who is making those efforts? Yeah, you're sitting at a fork in the road right now. Spirit, show me Libra. Yeah, time to go. So we've got the separation, we've got retreat, we've got release your ex, and now we have in another deck, time to go. So you know who needs to leave your life at this time, Libra. And you're going to be tempted to want to go back. But it's like, if you've already done the work of walking away from this, because retreat shows up in the past, that why put yourself back where you've already been? I do see a longing here. There's definitely a longing for someone. But is it someone or anyone? It needs to be the one, right? That's what we're trying to align ourselves to. 45 adds to a 9. 9 is about perseverance and not giving up. I want to read the number 45 for you guys out of the book. All right, what do we got here? It says it's over, or at the very least, the form of this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. That doesn't mean anything is lost, although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract. It is more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, you must walk away. Okay? That can be really hard because, in maybe past lives, you guys have come together in lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, and in every single lifetime, you haven't been able to get it together. You guys are constantly going through a separation from a deep soul connection. And then, there's always temptation in your relationships. And I feel like that's just kind of par for the course right now anyway, because we have that Neptune at 29° Pisces. And Pisces is all about third-party relationships. Pisces is illusions, delusions, fantasies, mental institutions, sorrow, depression, sex, drugs, alcohol, codependent relationships. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. And so, it may be hard to trust in relationships because of all of the weaving of the illusion, okay? And maybe, people spin you with, yeah, we're going to be together forever, or they make you feel that way. And then deep down inside, they have no desire. It's all about the passion, because again, we have the passion here. It's all about the seduction. It's all about, the intimacy, but it's never about the long term. And I just did an Ugly Truth podcast, literally right before this one. You can go back and watch it. And it's the ugly truth about love and relationships, and about, people doing less than savory things to be in a relationship, and that relationships really aren't what they used to be. It's not where we find our mate and we work together for the same common goal. No, it's about one-upping one another. It's about not putting in the work into these relationships. And I'm seeing that more often than not in my personal readings and in my personal life, not me specifically. I haven't dated anybody in years. Finally dated one guy last year. And, after you've been out of the game for so long, it's so easy for you to be able to see the forest through the trees, right? It's easy for you to be able to see the red flags and be like, yeah, no, like, I was fine before you, and then you come into my life and now you're making me feel crazy. Therefore, you're not my person, because your person is going to make you feel relaxed. Your person is going to make you feel wanted and loved and desired. You're not going to have to wonder why they haven't called or why they're doing what they're doing, because you'll know that, because they'll be the first to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like those are the types of relationships that we need to start manifesting into our lives. And if they're not that, and they make us wonder where the fuck we stand, well, then the answer is nowhere. You stand nowhere. If you have to wonder and you have to ask, you stand nowhere. And that's where the trust issues comes back into play, because we have the release your ex and we have the trust here. And it says, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. You didn't make a mistake when you walked away from this person. You need to trust your own picker this time. And the only way you're going to be able to trust your own picker is by doing something different than you've never done before. And that's choose yourself. You know, we talk about Libra and it talks about the balancing of the scales, right? When we are in a relationship that doesn't serve a purpose in our lives, when we walk away from that relationship, that is you resetting the scales of balance. And people don't think of it like that, but it really is. You know, we think, oh, karma. Sometimes the karma is they lose you. They lose somebody who is a beautiful soul, somebody who is willing to bend over backwards and do all these other things. What they're going to end up with, well, we can only hope that they end up with somebody good, you know, but it doesn't mean that you weren't good. It just means that you weren't their person. That's not your person. And a lot of the times we think that the universe made a mistake. The universe didn't make a mistake. The universe knows what it's doing. And if the universe doesn't want us to be with a certain individual, it's going to go out of its way to make sure that we aren't. So listen to your soul. And if somebody irritates your soul, it's time for you to go. If somebody makes you wonder where you stand, then you already know the answer. It's time for you to go. A lot of separation cards here, you guys. I'm not going to lie. And out of multiple decks. So you can't even make this up. So Libras, you guys are going through a major, major transformation. And I'm not surprised either, because you guys do have the eclipses in your sign. You have the eclipses in your first house and your seventh house being relationships, partnerships, one-on-ones, BFFs, roommates, people that you spend the most of your one-on-one time with. You're eclipsing certain people in and you're eclipsing certain people out. We are in the midst of these eclipses. We have another one coming up in October, so get prepared for those. So anybody leaving your life at this time, let them. Don't try to hold on. And anybody that's coming in right now, pay attention, because they are now a reflection of the person that you are becoming and not a reflection of the person that you were from the past. Those people are now leaving your life and new people are formulating in your life. So step up to the vibration. It's time for you to go. Anyway, Libras, I love you guys all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It does help my channel grow. I love you guys all so much. Thank you to everyone who has donated to my channel. I really do appreciate it. It keeps me motivated to continue doing what I'm doing. Also, if you are interested in becoming a member, that is also an option. Check me out over on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads under the Footsteps to Peace and Peace Unhinged Tarot. Again, Libras, love you guys all so much, and we will chat again soon. Also, if this does not resonate, please check your other signs. They might have more of a story and more information for you. Love you guys again. Take care.